We are going to get into that video that I put out earlier when it comes to why I think Mica was lured in that direction. We came out here and, you know, we had certain things that we needed to do, you know, and one of them was because I wanted to figure out this part 3 to this route. Now, if you've been a part of the community for a long time, in the very beginning, it was always odd to me because I broke down the route that Mica took that day from the very beginning, and it just didn't make sense to me whatsoever. And so as time has gone on, kind of zoomed in, you'll see we did a part 1 probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. We did a part 2 shortly after that, kind of zoned it in. Because one of the first things I did when I came across this is I was like, okay, if I'm looking it up on Google, right? Because if you don't know where you're at, either you followed somebody or you looked it up. So if I looked it up on Google and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Why would she go the longer route that is in the middle of nowhere? And then at the same time, when you look at the SC-41 grocery grill footage, it kind of seems like somebody's just wasting some time. And so none of that made sense to me. And so I always felt, so I looked up the route. Okay. What I did is I kept breaking it down, part 1 and 2. You'll see me go little by little, a block by a block, to see where exactly this route takes you along this. I believe we found the answer. Now, a couple months ago, I was going through some of my old notes because somebody reached out to me a couple days ago and said, double check that address. Well, as I was going through my old notes, I started looking up and I'm like, man, in August, I had this address too. But when I looked it up, I didn't see anything, right? So it was confusing to me. It was confusing to me until I was actually driving around and I was there. And when I was actually looking at another location, that's the location that I actually came across and I said, holy hell, this is crazy. Now, when you look up these services, this person, as far as I can tell, had a service the day after Mica passed and had a service the day or the week after that. And then all of a sudden, the YouTube uploads just stopped. Now, it was kind of interesting because when I met some of the protesters up there and we went walking around Lumber River State Park, it was very interesting because life has a funny way of showing you stuff, right? So when we're pulling up to Lumber River State Park, and all of a sudden it's the first time that a parking lot is full. The first time I've been there. The first time the other protesters have been there, and this park has been full. And you know what was crazy? There was a church fish fry going on. It's almost like it's leading you somewhere, no? A couple days ago, whoa, I can't even find a parking spot at Lumber River State Park when usually nobody's there. And all of a sudden, there's a church fish fry going on. And then a couple days later, I'm out on location, which was today, this morning. I'm out on location, driving around, looking at a specific spot. I was looking at Rains, and I'll show you why. And all of a sudden, I'm driving by, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, hell no. And those are the videos that I uploaded. Now, there's a lot of stuff to go over, I'm going to be showing you the raw video of the location where I think she was lured. I'm going to break down the map live for you guys so you can see the map breakdown and how this is the reason, because I'm going to show you in between this part and this part is the only reason it takes you by SC-41, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's in the path. You'll see what I'm saying, and it's kind of interesting. If you remember how somebody's truck was driving along that side road, I'm going to take you there. I'm not only going to take you to the church, I'm going to take you the route from the church to SC-41. I'm also going to take you from SC-41 Grocery and Grill back to Bethlehem AME Church. Then we're going to check a little bit of J.G. Randall, Johnny G. Randall. We're going to check out a couple little snippets of some services of his as well. If you didn't watch the video earlier, you'll definitely, I'm just going to play the raw video for you. It's in the video section. Definitely go hit the like if you don't mind. So this is what I want to show you guys real quick.
All right, so this is the exit that takes you to SC-41 Grocery and Grill. SC-41 where 501 meet, but I'm going to show you something very interesting, and this is the reason why.
All right, so right here, I'm pausing it right here. So when you look at the map, I'm going to pull up the map for y'all. When we're looking at the route, right? And I was breaking the route down because here is 41 Grocery and Grill. Okay, that's where she was at. So as in part 1 and part 2, way long ago, as I'm breaking it down, and I'm not going to break it down right here, but basically until I got right here at this point in the highway, it kept giving me the road to go PD Road North to get to Lumber River State Park, all the way up to here. So it didn't make sense to me. So then I come up here, and once I reach Sparky's Country Store, then to get to Lumber River State Park, it has me go up 501. So between Sparky's and this section right here was the only reason it would take me by SC-41 Grocery and Grill. Okay? So part 1 and 2, part 1 was breaking down the route. Okay, it's between Sparky's and this location here. Otherwise, it continues to give me different routes that I don't even go by SC-41 Grocery and Grill. It's in this small area. I was over and over, part 2. It's in this small area right here. Now, what I'm going to show you, you're going to see this right here. You see this route. You see how it takes us past here, and then we turn here, and we end up going by SC-41. Now, watch this.
I think my...
So that right here is SC-41.
Mica came out to this area and just happened to stop by SC-41.
All right, so that bridge that we just went over is this bridge right here, okay? SC-41, that is the bridge we just went under. I am heading west, okay? I'm heading this direction up here. I'm heading west.
This is the reason why I think Mica was lured to this location. And I'm going to show you right here in a couple minutes. It's not far from the exit. This is the reason why. This is the location why I believe Mica Miller came out to this area. I've been asking for months, what is the reason Mica came out here? I'm about to show you this reason. Not too far from the exit at SC-41, and then I'm also going to take you the route. This location right here, Bethlehem AME Church. This right here is the reason and the location why I believe Mica Miller came here.
Let me show you where that's at on the map. So see this right here. Bethlehem Church. Now, remember when I said in the beginning of the show, you remember that truck that was coming up the side road? Whoop, there it is. Why would Mica be driving by SC-41? Because I said a couple months ago, it's in this small area, y'all. Look, between Sparky's Country Store and this section of the highway right here. And look at that, y'all. Right smack dab in the middle. Again.
Bethlehem AME Church. It's chained off. Bethlehem AME Church, Reverend Johnny G. Randall, pastor.
Right there. Now, remember when I said in the beginning of the show that it's kind of weird how it kind of leads you in different directions? When I went up there yesterday, to go meet with some of the people, and all of a sudden I couldn't find a parking spot because there was a fish fry From a church. Huh. Meet me at J.G. Randall's church, Mica, to sign these divorce papers. When she gets to Bethlehem A&E Church, shoot, oh, you just missed me. Hey, we're having a fish fry up at Lumber River State Park. Just meet me up there. I got the papers with me. I'll sign them when you get here. There's the path, you guys. When you have Margarita Drive, Mr. Joe White Avenue, then Bethlehem A&E Church, SC-41, Fair Bluff, Lumber River, State Park, right there. Now I'm going to show you the video of how a vehicle would take to get from there to SC-41. So here's the route for that.
Bethlehem AME Church, Reverend Johnny G. Randall.
Watch how quick we get to SC-41, you guys.
Is the pastor. Now I'm going to show you how close SC-41 is from here. Now you can go to the left and get onto SC-41 from 501, or you can go this route. Which is maybe why somebody would have came on the road that you're going to see us go down. So we're going to turn right here at Free Will Baptist Church sign. See just how close SC-41 Grocery and Grill is.
Oh, we got more. Trust me. Trust me, we got more. Just wait, you guys. I told you I was going to be a banger tonight. I know you haven't heard from me in a couple days, but I've been doing a lot of work, trust me.
New Life Pentecostal.
Just wait.
Right up here to our left.
Couple minutes down the road, y'all.
Is SC-41 Grocery and Grill.
Guess what road we're pulling up on, people? What road are we pulling up on, people? What road are we pulling up on, people? 3 minutes and 30 seconds. 3 minutes and 30 seconds is all it took me. Here's a video going back.
So again, we're at SC-41 Grocery and Grill. And we're gonna take you back.
I'm gonna show you the other way back. I'm both sides, up and down.
Going back to that church.
3.5 minutes to get to the church. That's it.
Just to show you, again, how close it is from SC-41 Grocery and Grill. Now this is the way back.
Not very far at all. It ain't that far. 3 minutes and 30 seconds if you don't have to wait for this traffic.
Not very far.
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
We're literally right here. Literally right here.
Right back there. 3 minutes and 30 seconds, y'all.
Bethlehem AME Church.
Hey, Mica, meet me at Bethlehem AME Church and I'll sign the divorce papers. Mica shows up at Bethlehem AME Church, doesn't see anybody with the divorce papers. Oh, shoot, we must have just missed each other. The church is having a fish fry up at Lumber River State Park. Meet me up there. I'll sign them up there.
Bethlehem AME Church, Reverend Johnny G. Randall is the pastor. Now I'm going to show you how close SC-41 is from here. Now you can go to the left and get onto SC-41 from 501.
Now you can go to the left to get on SC-41 from 501, which would be right here. You could go to the left, or you could go to the right and go that route. Now, this is the crazy thing, because when I was looking into my files, this same address came up in my files back from August, my notes. And this is where I got confused until today. Because when you're looking at 501, 3504 US 501 gives you houses, okay? The address came across a couple days ago. Somebody said to check this address out again. I was looking through my old notes. I said, holy shit, this address matches another address that I got from August. But when I looked over here in August, I was like, oh, is it maybe this? So if anybody was part of the community back then in August and we saw this, we were like, oh, maybe it has something to do with Rains Free Will Baptist Church. Because if you look at the bottom, the 3504 puts you right here. But what's crazy is if you go down the road a skosh, look what pops up. AME Bethlehem AME Church. Right here, in my opinion, is the reason why Mica even stopped at SC-41. I feel this was the reason where she was supposed to meet. Like I've said from the beginning, I feel that it was to sign divorce papers. Because that's the only reason I would see Mica doing what she did that day and how she did it and the way she did it. The only thing that tells me is that it had to be, here's these divorce papers. Now, this is what's interesting. Now, you know what's crazy, you guys? This second to last service that was uploaded right here from Reverend Johnny Randall, Reverend J.G. Randall. You know what's crazy? So when you see Johnny Randall, you see Reverend J.G. Randall. Guess what? See this service right here, you guys? You want to see what the date is of the second to last service that was posted on this channel? Guess what the date is? The date for the second to last service that was uploaded on Reverend J.G. Randall's YouTube channel was April 28th, 2024, the day after Mica passed away. And you know what? The last service that was ever posted to this channel was May 5th a week later, you guys. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird?
Like you said you would. Amen. If he said he can fix it, he can fix it. Amen.